Every man that's a feeling, that sinking feeling in your stomach. Let's just say she walks by, you see a beautiful woman, and you don't approach, but you want to approach. The fear, right? But fear holds you back. Today, I'm going to show you the one psychological hack. The psychological hack, we're going to call it a trick, that doesn't just kill approach anxiety, and transforms your entire life. It transforms it. Let me say this, because here's the truth, actually. Here's the truth. The fear you feel with women isn't about her, it's about you. And once you master this shift, you'll never look at approaching a woman as a problem again. You don't. You know, it's a lot of things that I can point to. Click the like button before we get started. One of my major tips, this is several tips here, but one of my major tips is stop being a coward. Start being a man. And I know everybody says this, and I know it's easy for me to say, because it's not hard for me, right? But approach anxiety is rooted in cowardice, right? A man who refuses to take risks is already losing. You're already losing. Courage is built by action, not avoidance. How easy is that, right? I done gave you some game on the first one. I'm sure you've already heard it, and somebody's already told you that. So I'm not here to repeat the cycle, but what I am here to do is not lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth throughout this whole video. Let's go to the number 2. Before we go to the next one, click the like button. Share this video. Let's go here. Let's go Mount Doom and the approach. Hear me out. Your fear of approaching isn't life-threatening. It just feels that way. Compared to true trials of life, talking to a woman is nothing. Like some wise facing martyr, right? Conquering fear makes you worthy of your rise. That's the truth. Conquering your fears make you rise and make you worthy to rise. It makes you worthy to rise. Let me talk to you guys about this. I don't know if you ever heard this before, but there's the 2 bridges of reality, right? I don't know if you ever heard that before, but the famous study proved men on the shaky bridge took more risks with women, right? Listen to what I'm saying. The lesson: when you live in a challenge and discomfort, you naturally become bolder in every area of life. You become bolder. Like this is something I always try to tell you, man. It comes natural because of repetition. It comes natural because of the practice. It comes natural because you are putting yourself out there to be uncomfortable. A lot of you men don't want to feel uncomfortable. How can we help you? If you don't want to put yourself out there, how can we help you? Let me tell you this. Competence. Competence is the ultimate attraction for a woman. Well, confidence and competence, yeah, hand in hand. what most women crave isn't just looks or, just witty, clever lines. It's competence, pretty much, right? Be skilled in your craft. So whether that's fitness, whether that's, you have great leadership, you use that. Use that, right? When you embody competence, attraction follows. That is the truth. Attraction will follow. And this is why I'm trying to give y'all the game right now. I'm really trying to give y'all the game. Y'all click the like button, share with a homie. Another tip, stop playing it safe. And a lot of you men do because you're so afraid of the outcome. You guys are so outcome driven. Everything you do is outcome driven, right? If the scientist thing, let me say this, if a scientist came to you, let me give you an example. If a scientist came to you and they said, hey, I have a drug here that will make you stay healthy forever. Forever. And you've seen results. Are you not going to take this pill? Right? Some will say, oh, I don't really want to. Let me find out about the test. What are the side effects? And I can agree to that to a certain extent, but there is something about taking a risk and not playing it safe, right? Because if the scariest thing in your life is talking to a woman, you are way too comfortable. Women can sense when a man lives a soft life. If you're soft, easy life, and they'll never respect you for it. They'll never respect it if they know that you are soft and you're not a tough, edgy person. They don't want nothing to do with you, man. None at all. Also think, it's another one for you. Also think that redefine your challenges, right? You got to remember, she's not an obstacle. She's not an obstacle. She's just another step. When you're already climbing mountains in life, talking to her becomes a routine, not terrifying. Redefine your challenges. What are your challenges? Your challenges went right to your comfortable spot most of the time because you guys don't want to take risks. You guys don't want to take risks. And these challenges that you got set for yourself has been the same challenges for the past 10 years. Redefine your challenges, straight up. But not just that, have a challenge mindset. Have a challenge mindset. See, I think this is great here. Have a challenge mindset. Weak men avoid challenges. Strong men hunt them. The more you embrace difficulty, the more you embrace it, the less intimidating women become. Because you've trained your mind to love pressure. You've trained your mind to love pressure. And now that you've trained your mind to love pressure, this is how your body and mind works, right? Another thing is the why behind her attraction. Let me say this. That nervous energy you feel when you're afraid, women often interpret it as passion or intensity, right? The more you face your fear, the more you project the raw magnetism she craves. The more. But let me say it like this though. Don't be nervous and don't be afraid. Don't be nervous and don't be afraid. Don't be nervous and don't be afraid. Let's get to the next one. The alpha hold. I call it the alpha hold. Some of y'all call it frame, and they say the hold because when you're holding your mind into understanding these things around you, it's easy for you to know what's going on in your own house, right? I mean, because in your mind, where you keep it, it means something, but you have to cleanse your mind, right? So your hold means leadership. When you're forced to be a certain way, but you change that because you're going to be the leader, that means something, right? When you're faced fire in life, when you face fire in life, no woman shakes your ground. You set the tone, she follows. When I tell you, that will take you so far. That will take you so far. It's a mindset, leadership, and all the things you've been through in your life. When it's time for you to understand that being this guy, being this man that you need to be, is very important. You set the tone, she follows, right? Your leadership matters. Your leadership matters. Last one but not least, the game of life. Approach anxiety disappears when you stop seeing women the whole game, right? Build up your mind, build up your finances, build up your focus. And when your life is strong, talking to her is just another move. And everybody knows it. But the trick is to overcome approach anxiety. Isn't a pickup line or a breathing exercise. It's rewriting your brain through challenge, right? The more you chase discomfort, the less power fear has over you. Doesn't matter, right? Remember, if you can conquer yourself, this is very important. If you can conquer yourself, approaching women becomes easy. If you resonated with anything in these videos, drop a comment. My name is Mr. 1950, last traditional man on the planet. Look here, Mr1950.com. Hit me up for a coaching session. Also, hit me on the back end, gatewaythegame.com for my membership, and then MrShop1950.com. You guys get at me. Stay positive. Peace.